Hi everyone, I am here with your lesson 411, What is the connection? Finding connections between representations. In chapter 3, you studied different ways to represent patterns. You organized information in tables, graphed information about patterns, and learned how to find the rules who govern specific patterns. Starting today and continuing throughout this chapter, you will find connections between different representations of the same pattern. You will also explore each representation in further depth. This work will develop efficient ways to go from one representation to another. By the end of this chapter, you will have a deeper understanding of many of the most powerful tools of algebra. 4.1 Tile Pattern Team Challenge. Your teacher will assign your team a tile pattern, one of the patterns labeled A, B, C, A through E on the next page. Your team's task is to create a poster showing every way that you can represent your pattern and highlighting all the connections between the representations that you can find. Finding and showing the connections are the most important parts of this activity. Clearly presenting the connections between representations on your poster, you will help convince your classmates that your description of the pattern makes sense. Pattern analysis. Extend the pattern by drawing figures 0, 4, and 5. Then describe figure 100. Give as much information as you can about figure 100. What will it look like? How will the tiles be arranged? How many tiles will it have? Find the number of tiles in each figure. Record your data in a table and on a graph. Generalize the pattern by writing a rule that will give the number of tiles in any figure in the pattern. Show how you got your answer. Demonstrate how the pattern grows. Use color, arrows, labels, and other math tools to help you show and explain. Show growth in each representation. What connections do you see between the different representations? Figures, XY table, and graph. How can you show these connections? So that is what you were responsible for doing. Presenting the connections. As a team, organize your work into a large poster that clearly shows the representation of your pattern, as well as the description of figure 100. When your team presents your poster to the class, you will need to support each statement with a reason from your observations. Each team member must explain something mathematical as part of your presentation. So if you were not here today, you were working on part A by yourself. You must do these things that it talks about in your pattern analysis, and you need to make your own poster on graph paper. So if you run out of room on one sheet of graph paper, you could put two together, but you are creating your own poster on graph paper that will need to be shown to us to see that you have done this lesson. So again, you guys are pattern A at home. If you have any questions, please let us know.